like that sort of amount being cut off, but sort of like a dome shape so we can burrow under the things. Meanwhile, maintaining that we're not
Are you
touching
sure
them
you
while
want to
we
actually
sleep.
get underneath these things? Like,
We
Yes.
need at least a 5 square
Yes.
area though, because there's 5 of you.
Yes.
Yeah, there's like maybe 5 barely, but
What
you guys would be
if you
very
did
tight.
Dash? What if you combine both the heat and the water? You
yeah,
have an internal bubble of water and an external application of heat to make the bubble not mushroom filled and the heat expand a little bit to have a dome, essentially turning it into a house.
That's kind of what I'm looking at.
yeah. He can do that with a mixture of create, destroy water, and produce flames.
Would
Perfect.
you
That's
allow
kind of
him
what
to
I'm
do
going
this,
for.
Rose?
Yes.
Perfect.
All
Because I
right.
kind of want it being like if anything flew over, all they see is a shrubbery, so they're not seeing us. And yet, at the same time,
Shrubbery.
we can see out, and if something's on the ground, we can point at in the direction where they're coming from, because we'll have like little like broken glass or something on both sides. That way, when someone steps on it, they're kind of like making a breaking sound, like in the first Mission Impossible movie where they put like broken glass along outside the door, so when someone came in, you heard the crunch, crunch, crunch,
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I was thinking on these little spots here, if that makes
Fair.
sense.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
Makes perfect sense. All right.
Because I'm trying to find a way to give us the ability to have a long rest and yet maintain being protected.
Yeah.
You won't get a long rest with that. You would get a short rest.
Only a short. All right.
A short rest.
It's better than nothing.
And then
Yeah, better than nothing.
I'm
Victor
sure
will
we'll get
also
access.
say,
I'm sure we'll get access to a long rest eventually. Just currently, we don't have access to one.
Like I said,
you won't.
better than nothing. Better than nothing.
Pretty much.
and Victor will also say, and down below there's an altar. Just so you all want to be aware of that.
Hey Victor, what does that altar look like?
No idea.
What
Because
the
I
fuck
can't
do you
see
mean?
it.
I gave you a description.
Rosie, what does it mean I haven't set up hit dice
Oh,
yet?
it's because you haven't assigned your character your class yet. So you have to assign like class levels, some shit.
Yeah, but that
You-
doesn't work.
Huh? Yeah, it's being weird.
Okay, so I know what you described it as, but for me, it doesn't give me an indication of who
Oops.
it's a altar for without making a
not
roll
what
that
I
I haven't made yet.
That is not what I
He
want
took
to
a
do.
short rest.
You can still describe it to them.
I said there's an altar down there. That's all I was going with.
I forgot
Alright.
what the command was to assign a class.
So the altar that he saw is made of pale stone veined with silver, though its once smooth surface is now cracked with age.
Just note he's not mentioned that yet. He's just stating it's an altar.
Rosie's like, I worked on this description and he won't
I
share
worked
it.
hard on this shit, bitches!
So now I gotta do. So what do I have to do for the short rest roll?
That's my. I'll let you guys figure that out while I go to the bathroom.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what's going on?
Exclamation CC space create space. Blah 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 blah.
CC.
I did exclamation SR space question mark and a thing popped up that has a CC create and then in quotations hit dice D something 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 that's in there.
Create.
The wall of text that showed up here.
D8.
But like this, without the piss dot in front of it, obviously.
Okay. Copy. Paste.
Copy.
Yeah, it
And
could have
what's-
been slightly more
What's been
useful.
0, and my class level is 7.
Last level not defined.
7.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I got that on mine, so apparently I did.
I have no idea
Rose
what.
says just roll the dice and mark it on your sheet.
So I could just roll 7d8. Okay.
Yeah, you
That
can roll
makes
up
my
to
life-
you can roll up to 78. You don't have to roll it all. You can roll 1 or
I'll
2
roll all.
and then it's used up for until the next time you do a long rest.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is it basically built-in healing potions that we always forget about?
28. So that will bring me back up to maximum.
My hit dice is. I keep forgetting.
There we go. I just used the D&D Beyond.
Which one are
I just
you?
did not feel like dealing with that, so I get back 10
What's that?
HP.
That's what I said. Just roll the hit dice and mark it on your sheet.
I just used
Because-
D&D Beyond, because fuck that.
Because Rosie's thing doesn't have it, but Neil's server does.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know why.
We'll figure it out later.
lies.
And shenanigans.
Yes,
Maybe
Kitty, I had to go
shenanigans.
potty.
It's my party, and I'll cry if I want to. Cry if I
You
want
would cry too if the potty bit you. Do 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 do.
That only happens when you're in Australia.
I mean,
All right.
alright.
Or so I've heard.
or if you have boy parts and the seat falls on your junk.
No! Don't say the dreaded junk thing! No!
Yeah, that brought me back up to full. I think it did.
So during your short rest, actually, you don't really hear much of anything. Can I get people to give me a quick perception chat?
Can I use my passive?
I will in a. I will in
No.
a second.
No, Tiger,
Yeah,
you can't use your pee-pee.
What do you mean I got?
What?
Hang on, I did that wrong. Hang on, Mom. There, I'm better. Okay, I'm getting your perception now.
Perception.
Okay. I rolled better than my passive.
Apparently,
Okay.
Arson forgot it.
Got it.
Arson forgot his eyeballs somewhere.
Arson has
Okay,
eyeballs?
so
Since when?
yeah, Dash.
People
Well,
on the
Arson
shelf.
hasn't burned out his
describe
eyeballs
that
yet.
while I check out the rules.
Yep.
Let's go. For nothing.
Dash, describe that.
Describe what?
Are you doing that during your short rest?
No, that's a long rest type of situation.
No, you can attune in an hour.
Yeah, but no, I'm doing that for a long rest scenario, cause
Okay.
that's a fight.
Okay.
That's a fight.
No, that's fair. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right.
So who sees it?
So, what you guys hear for Kai, Asutali, and Victor is that there is some movement over in this area to the right, but nothing seems to approach where you are.
Arson goes, "What? What'd you say? I can't hear it. Shit."
Kai immediately puts a hand over Arson's mouth and says, "Shh."
Oh,
Near
Russell,
the
Russell,
end,
Russell, Russell, Russell.
near the end of the short rest, or after Victor's had his short rest, while the others are still doing a thing.
Oh yeah, we all do our short rest. It's like do do do.
There we go.
I got my full health now. Boogity
Can you-
boo.
Try to roll past that one, Rosie.
I'm not gonna bother at this point. I know you better than that.
Okay, where am I now? Do.
You're
Because
over
I'm
here.
back at 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because I know that I've got some time. We can walk up towards just before the trap area that we set.
Okay.
And see if I see anything, or if I hear anything more fluent with my passive as I'm just standing around waiting to hear what I thought I heard. Do I hear anything better?
Okay, Dash, had you told me all of that, I could have prepared something better.
Nah.
Actually, I might be able to make use of that. But not for a little while. I can make use of that in this dungeon, but not yet.
I doubt it.
Don't give too much away, Rose. Don't give too much away.
Yeah, I doubt it.
So Victor's scouting over there. Is Victor able to hear anything coming from the next forest?
Well, he needs. Was his passive? Yeah,
21.
It seems louder. There is something over here. Definitely something over here. You can't see it right now.
It's a strange rustle to the fungus flowering plants. Right, they're moving as if something is shifting them, but at the same time, they're not giving you any indication as to what it might be.
Correct.
And whatever it is seems to not be moving towards you.
That's fine. Victor will pull a little piece of paper and writing utensil of some form.
Mm-hmm.
We'll jot down some sort of group over in the next forest area. Not sure how many things or what exactly, but
It sounds like one big one. Large? I want to say.
something large,
Large.
that might be possibly scary, and holds it up to everybody. And then puts finger over his lips of the sign of
Universal sign of shut the fuck up.
Kai reads it and nods.
Arson writes on the paper, sure your mom's in town.
pardon me?
Arson writes on the paper, sure your mother's in town.
Oh.
He'll write back saying, "No, it was your mother," and holds it back
Arson
up.
looks at Victor like he kicked a fucking puppy.
Yep.
Kai is sitting in the background going, your mothers know each other?
Arson looks at them like, my mother's dead.
Kai
Wait,
looks
so
even
where
more
are you guys
confused.
going?
Oh, don't worry, Arson. You're not alone. I never knew my mother. Not really.
You guys can't say this because you guys are quiet. Unless
I
I
know,
love the
I'm
roleplay.
It,
You guys are giving looks like
it's going between we're doing the right and pass.
We're basically doing sign language at this point.
Yes.
You guys are
Exactly.
pretty straight.
Charades, three
No, what we're doing-
words, two syllables. One of them is in
D&D.
Elvish. What? What's this?
No, what we're
picture?
doing is
if I remember correctly, isn't sign language an actual language in D&D?
Common
Yes.
sign
It is
language
now.
a
It is
language in
now.
D&D. Yes.
Yes.
No,
it is.
2024 it is, yeah.
Yes.
no. What we're doing is what you did back in high school and public school, like passing it out to your friends. That's what we're doing
Pretty
to
much.
each other right now.
Basically.
Anyways, how would
Also-
you guys like to
Also,
proceed
anyone that
forward?
was listening to us here says Russell, 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 Russell.
Pretty much.
And scribble, scribble, scribble. And confused by why they're here, scribble, scribble, scribble.
Exactly.
So, you like to proceed forward now that you have had your short rest.
Yes, we probably
Yes.
should. Which direction do we want to go? The route that seems to have an enemy, or at least something that's not us, or the route that we're not sure about even more?
The route that we're not sure about even more.
All right, let's go south.
Boogity boogity, let's go.
Run, 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 run,
You guys
run,
can go
run,
through
run,
this
run,
without
run,
any
run, run.
difficulty. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold your penalty for it right now.
Oh, I found a crack in your mapping, Rose.
Yeah.
Boogity boogity boo.
Alright.
You can
So
peek
as
through
you
to the
guys
other map.
approach over here, you guys see the altar. It is made of pale stone, as I said earlier. It is surrounded by the obvious plants and stuff, but more so with fungi, which are sparse, and some of it is withering, as if the area itself rejects corruption. Behind the altar, on the wall, will show something when you get that far. This is a
Victor will look at the going south part going, I think we actually have to go through the big guy.
Matt. I don't want to go this way. Oh, found another staircase.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, there is another staircase.
This is a staircase here. But yes, so as you guys get to about here,
Oh
you can
shit.
see on the wall over here.
Your soul belongs to me. Mortal Kombat. Do, do, There stands a half-collapsed mural of a serene goddess, her eyes closed in peace, pouring water from a sacred vessel. Her hands are cupped as though to receive something gentle and untouched. The air in this alcove area feels fresher, cool and crisp, almost like a mountain stream. And you can smell the scent of wildflowers and rain that lingers faintly on your nose, standing in stark contrast to the sour rot of the rest of the temple.
How much you guys want to bet this wasn't originally a rotting temple?
You know what? I'm gonna bet that as well. And Gosmo actually is gonna go take a small sip of that water.
Oh, why would you do that?
Con save versus poison.
Just in case.
There's no water on the actual altar. It's a mural.
Oh,
in the
mirror.
back.
Oh, mirror. My bad. Damn it.
No.
It's
Hold
a
on
carving
second.
of a woman pouring water into her own hands. We're not sure how she's pouring the water into her own hands, but that is probably part of the mural that fell off.
Hold on a second. I got the best save all for Gasmo at this point in time. Tried to lick the painting to taste the water. Save versus dumb, please. At a disadvantage and negative 99 to your roll.
All right, so we see
Wait,
this
no.
thing with the.
I believe there's something here that I need to do for Kai. Kai, specifically, as you are a cleric, do we have any Fey-blooded characters in this group?
Is that Fey-blooded?
Fey-blooded.
Fey-blooded. Fey-touched,
Nope.
Fey-blooded, anything like that.
Something in your
I'm a-
character's backstory that's related to the Fae,
I'm
the
a
Fae
glamour.
touched.
I'm a glamour bard. Does that count?
It could if you wanted to.
Up to Rose.
Rose
I'll
is
say
like,
yes,
God
sir."
damn it, why are you doing this to me? I have to think.
Oh no, the DM has to think,
Oh.
guys.
Yes. So Kai and Asatali,
Thank you.
each of you feel a longing and serenity.
Oh, guys, this place makes me feel peaceful.
You
I'd
guys are
almost say it would be
Check
safe
this
to rest
area.
here. However, let's check it out first.
Sounds good to me.
I'm not certain about the safe to camp here part. That was literally just, hey, let's check it out.
Question. Now that I'm thinking about it, That mural show water pouring into her hands. Does it show like where she would be standing at in that mural? See if we can find that or close to that same exact place.
It looks like she is over some of the silver runes of the altar itself.
Okay then. Gosmo looks towards his companions and goes, "You guys want to try to reimagine that?"
Ro, would you say this would be useful for you right now? Click on it again.
Once I move my DM note, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to do the same thing.
We're about trying to do it. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna make that. I was gonna say, make that a little bigger. Yeah, that'll work.
I'll make it invisible so now that only you can see where it is to place it, right? Well, technically I can also, but I'm here helping you.
That the fuck out of dodge. I can make that smaller because I don't need that as much anymore.
Yeah.
And there. Roughly. More or less. And the mural is like directly behind it. Oh, I see what you're doing. Yeah, I usually do yellow because it's easier for me to see because it's like ting my eyes.
Yeah. I just grabbed one I was.
Anyways, yes, you see a mural here. You see an altar here, which I need to lock that into place.
So Gosmo will continue on. Let's see if we can have one person to represent that woman in that mural. We can have another person maybe like pour water into their palms and see if that does anything. Just an ideal. I guess we get stumped.
I would be willing to accept water. You know, do the receiving part of that. Oh no, he's taking it as a receiver.
Oh woo!
It'll just be from the water scan that he has.
Yeah. What that we I'm assuming the part that shows where the water came from is one of the pieces that fell off, so we don't actually know that detail. Could be from water skin. It could be from a celestial body of something.
Yeah, but we just
If you
want
want to maybe make a check, you could always do some investigation and religion checks. But
Of course. Do you want me to do one or both?
whatever you would like.
That doesn't really help, but okay.
Does anyone have anything that gives me advantage on either check?
Don't think so. I was just gonna roll an investigation.
If I'm
I am
helping
also-
anyone, I don't.
17.
I mean, I have guidance.
All right, guidance works.
Yeah, guidance helps.
If you're proficient in it, you can provide aid.
Oh, I'm about to say, Gosmo got a 17 in his investigation.
Yes. Me saying either one means you can do both.
So want
I
a
have
guidance
proficiency in
spell.
investigation, so I can
Cosmo.
provide
You said what?
aid in
Investigation or
investigation.
religion check.
Did you also want guidance?
Sure, why not? I can always use guidance.
Touchy.
It's a
Touchy.
cantrip. It's a cantrip. You got guidance. You got guidance. Everybody gets.
Like I said.
Yeah. Anyone else want? Anyone else want me to touch them?
Define it. Define how you plan on touching my rogue.
It's guidance, buddy. It's a touch spell.
So
I know. So are you touching the shoulder?
17.
Are you
I got
poking
17
the
for both my
nose?
rolls.
Are you poking the cheek?
Oh no, going
Well, I wasn't gonna touch you below the. I wasn't gonna touch you below the belt if you were worried.
At least not
No,
for
I
less than
wasn't worried
50
about
gold.
that.
You have to give it an ass smack at that point.
Oh God. I don't think he'd appreciate an ass smack unless you're offering.
I'm sorry, I only touch below the belt if you're paying.
Honey, sweetie, I'm a bard. That's my entire freaking shtick. I will touch below the belt if you pay me.
Exactly.
However, a slap across the face is absolutely free.
I'm going to give you
No,
guys some
that
points
costs double.
if you want.
So,
That costs
Rose,
double.
I got a
I mean,
really
to be
good
fair, I could also choke
religion
you
check.
out, but like, I could also choke you out, but that would actually cost extra.
But that's promising a good time then.
Which is why it costs extra.
Exactly.
And who else did the check?
Kai.
Was
it just me and Kai? No one else.
alright. You guys have your info.
Rose wrote this as if I had interpreted it in Rosie speak, so now I have to decipher it first.
Gosmo's
Fail.
like, maybe wash your hand with the water. As he just kind of like looks at his water scan.
Going by religious connotations, I feel it aims more at the act of pouring the water, not the receiving it. So perhaps pouring away one's sins.
Maybe.
Question mark, question mark,
Yeah,
question mark.
He's very much questioning this. You know what? We can come back to this later. Who knows? We might find something that may give us a little bit more clues to this. What do you say?
Makes sense.
All right.
Better go work on figure out something we can work on rather than hyper focus on something we can't figure out yet.
Exactly.
Perhaps we haven't
Kai?
unlocked that key yet.
We might come across
Kai,
an actual
you got-
vase.
Kai! Because of your holy, godly wonderfulness, you do feel like you are on the right track. Your God smiles upon you.
I'm not saying that that I didn't get that feeling. What I am saying is I don't know how to proceed as to what we're supposed to be purifying.
Exactly.
So, what do you want me to just do? Dive into the thing?
Apparently, dive in, ass up.
Dive in, face down, ass up.
Face down, ass up. That's the way we like to.
You're not finishing that sentence, are you?
I will say right now, our stream is perfectly safe.
This is why
That's an
Rosie
18
called.
plus for a reason.
Look, Rosie called me her twin. I'm just living up to that.
That's true.
Rose,
You do every day.
Rose, I've told you I have a very bad short-term memory. I don't remember the mural. I remember a person on their knees
Right,
accepting water from
reminder-
a source that I didn't know of. Anything else in that mural is lost to me because that's the only part that my brain fixated on. Which is exactly what my character would do. He would fixate on a part and go, I know if I saw this part of the mural, I'd understand, but right now I don't see that part of the mural. So could you please explain the mural to me again?
So, there's a goddess standing with
Yeah.
her hands out as if receiving, eyes closed in peace, as water is being poured over her.
Right.
It's,
So I have to purify a goddess. I'm sorry, I don't have a goddess handy
or
to purify.
something.
But what? A goddess?
I'm sorry, my mind is in a totally different place.
Right now, also I'm seeing is
Dash
a lot
had the
of
right idea initially.
all I'm seeing is a lot of sexual innuendos right now.
I was there thinking that, so what we need is a goddess bathwater. Got it.
Dash, what was your original idea when they were supposed to you?
The original idea.
Gamer goddess.
I'm sorry, Rose. What you said? My original idea was to pretty much reenact the Moro image, or the Mero image.
But I don't have a goddess handy.
Yep.
So what you're saying is we need gamer goddess bathwater.
Yes.
So, I pour my water skin on the mural.
What
Not
if
quite.
guys, what if it's symbolic?
I mean, it could be symbolic. We can try that
Or
too.
what am I doing? Asking Jesus to take my sins?
She looks
Yeah.
like
No.
like she's over top of the altar when it is happening.
Like, what if, and hear me out. I'm just getting. See, I didn't do any investigation or anything, but like, what if this is the goddess doesn't represent like an actual person, but like possibly the dungeon or some kind of guardian of the dungeon, and the water is purifying it, which means that we have to purify this dungeon. Because this is not the first dungeon we've had to purify.
You
It
know,
seems to make sense. We do have to purify a lot of things, don't we?
I thought we
Or-
were just gonna have to look for a statue.
Or I don't know, the bard or somebody else can stand on top of the altar and do the hokey pokey.
I could try
How-
that.
How big is the altar? Would it hold my car keys?
It's a decent. It's like think church altar.
Yes,
So,
but I'm
so a person can
Rose.
stand on it.
Rose.
Yes.
Am I thinking church altar as in that I would stand in front of this and put a knife on it and some candles and some crystals, or church altar as in I would sacrifice a titan?
Candles, like not like huge,
Yeah.
but like sacrificial bowl
With
size,
a small bowl for like putting something in. All right. How about something that I don't have anything that needs purifying that I'm aware of.
I think we're thinking too literally on this, to be fair, but that's just
I'm-
me.
I have no doubt that I'm thinking too literally on this.
Maybe, guys, maybe we should like find some more clues.
Hey guys, let's split up and find some clues.
Gosmo's like.
This is my judgment.
First off, why is Yo,
Hey,
first off, why
Rosie,
is Shaggy
there's the one.
why
There's one,
is
Rosie.
Shaggy saying that? That's Fred's line.
Gosmo just kind of like
That's how
shrugs.
messed up it is.
Nope, the dice said no. Anyways, Gosimo.
Gosmo just kind of shrugs a little bit and goes like, well, all else fail, we can literally just reenact the mural. This,
I'm not saying we can't, I'm just saying it's probably a better idea if we go and look for something. Maybe there are more murals that explain better.
Maybe where that big thing that I heard has clues. Maybe we should go talk to it and, convince it to, with my daggers, of why it should tell us more information.
I mean, fair
Sounds
enough.
terrifying.
As he just kind of thinks a little bit, instead of needing a goddess or anything like that, we can probably just I don't know, healing hands on the water skin, pour healing water. As he just kind of chuckles. But no, let's see if there's anything
you try
else
that
around.
too if you like.
I mean, if you want to dump your water skin, I'm here. I will not stop you. I'm just saying you might want to save it until we figure out what's going on.
I mean, I can always create more water.
Then dump it
So-
to your heart's content.
So then can we maybe walk up here and see if we can meet that big bad person or thing or whatever is up here, and then we can use daggers and swords and sharp things to convince it to tell us more?
All right.
So
And bears, oh
Maybe.
my. Let's find the
gonna die on-
enemies.
You guys gonna die if you do that?
I don't know.
I'm at 80
Probably.
health now.
oh yeah. Okay,
Like-
Gosimo, are you dumping the water?
Well, if Gosmo's just dumping the water by himself, there's no point doing so since it has.
I'll go back with you and watch with you to make sure that nothing bad happens. And if you're interested in trying that now, I'm down. I will do it.
No,
I will take the water. I'll pour my water on. I'll piss on it if I have to. You want me to?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
All right.
We're not marking territories right now. But no, I was gonna say there is no point of Gosmo doing it because what Gosmo is trying to do is reenact the mural. So again, having that person kneeling while he pours the water.
That sucks.
That's what I mean. Like what? That's what I was trying to figure out. Like I don't have a goddess to put the water to. Like what am I supposed to do? Does I sit there? Do I get down on my hands and knees and be like, please, sir, can I have some more?
That's what Gosmo had recommended earlier. Remember?
Am I supposed to be like smiling like a donut? What's going on here?
Yeah, smile like a donut.
But as you have that idea, you get the feeling of your god saying yes to kneel down, like the mural.
I resemble that remark.
Okay, so as Gosmo pours the water, as Kai kneels, both of you glow a blue-white light and feel a gentle breeze swirling around the area around you as if you have been purified of any and all poison or other negative effects. Not healing, but status effects of any kind. And the
I don't believe I had
altar seems to glow. All the silver etchings in it seem to not quite like go ping with light, but like have a glow of purity to it.
Oh shit, we've unlocked hard mode in the dungeon.
You know, I think this might be an altar restoration.
This is an altar of you just sold your soul to the devil.
Wouldn't that be red instead of blue then?
Hey, I've got a deal for you. I'll keep you alive as long as you owe me. How long are you going to keep me alive? Well, I'll keep you alive for the next 10 years. One other thing before I agree to this is, how long will it take me to get out of this dungeon? 12 years. Oh.
That's like a hell of a good deal.
So I have 2 years or you're not keeping me alive. But you do say I get out of the dungeon, so I'm down.
Pretty much. But no, back onto it. So after Gosmo pour out his water skin and get that nice little feeling of restoration, he just kind of like holds the water skin in his hand and goes, okay, so it wasn't symbolic, it was literally direct. As he just now looks at his empty water skin, I feel refreshed. What about yourself?
Well, that was definitely different. I feel enlightened. Ha! It's like one of those energy drinks they sell in the big cities.
Ah, yes, exactly. Well, as he just kind of put his water skin back into his bag, I know where we can come to should we all end up poisoned in or otherwise. So, good to know.
Da, 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 da. We've activated some sort of glyph or rune.
Yep.
Yes, has a little glowing light thing.
Yay!
Neil, yeah, one of those in red and green.
And where did I put those?
Check the trash can.
You already see where I need it for. And I'm pretty sure you can guess which one's green.
I don't know what you're talking.
I thought it was purple.
Broken Rainbow, that really sucks, and I am very sorry for that.
So,
Actually, no.
It was green, and the other one you wanted was a red?
Red. Yes, please.
Because I have purple and yellow are the other colors I have.
Only
Did
purple and yellow?
Did you say yellow or yeller there, Neil?
Yellow. Yellow.
Oh, is that
I said yellow.
it
Apparently,
sounded
I
like
say
yeller.
yellow. Apparently,
just
I say yellow. I don't know.
Really?
If you don't have red, I guess purple will work.
I do have red.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
red.
I said I do have red. I said have red, yellow, and purple, and green, and blue.
So let me know when Victor can start moving.
You can move. Sorry, I had to
Okay. Because he's
fix.
coming down this way. Under stealth mode.
Victor, you see another altar.
Victor looks at it, pulls out his note paper, writes, "Nope, circles ahead." And
Not nope
And
circles,
pass-
altars.
hey, no. Oh, sorry. Nope, alters ahead, and we'll hold the paper back to whoever wants to grab it first.
Grab it.
I
I
The
shall
don't like
grab
altar
it.
it.
you see, Victor, is consumed by creeping moss, tangled vines, and bulbous fungal growth. The stone is hard to
Big,
see in the.
fluffy mushrooms.
It is a bit difficult to see in the rock, but you have a really high passive, so that doesn't matter. And though the map doesn't show it, there is like a bit of an edge here where you can see what looks to be another mural. And it seems to have what looks to maybe be somebody in a crown. You can't quite make out fully what it is completely from this angle. Correction. Now you can.
You
'Cause
must
moved.
proceed closer to see the full picture.
So you see a noble crowned figure embracing a skeleton, their limbs turning into tangled roots and mushrooms erupting from their face and chest. The area here smells of mold, soured milk, and composting fruit. It is clammy and sickly sweet, and some of the spore clouds do kind of drift lazily, not like you disrupted them, but like they just kind of are around the altar, glowing with a sickly green light, reminiscent of a certain god that nobody likes in this world. And it's subtly unpleasant when you try to breathe.
While Tolly's holding the paper, Victor will write on the paper going, I say nay, this is not the right day of the week for this shit.
She's nodding along. She understands.
And then Victor will kind of wave people down.
Move forward.
Yep.
Not want this.
Do not want.
Can I get everybody to give me a perception check? And no, you cannot use your passive.
Ah, ha, 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 ha.
He's being mean to you, sir.
Don't forget,
Well, what do
he does get to use his passive for some things. He probably
I've been
notices
letting
every
him use his
single trap you ever made.
Yes.
Nat 20, by the way.
30-20.
22,
Very
27,
nice, very nice.
20. So you
Holly
all
sees
hear it,
goals.
though those above 20 hear it more clearly. You all hear something whispered, and Dash or Neil, do you want to whisper this? Because I am bad at whispering and making it sound evil.
Oh, you tell me. Do I want to?
Which of you shall be my tribute today?
Send it to one of us. Then one of us will read it.
1, 2, 3, nod it.
I pick on Dash because you've been doing a lot of them lately, Neil.
Wah, ha, 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 ha. I've got spleniority.
You have a spleen?
I keep one on the shelf. Extra. You never know what you need.
Dash!
Dash, you get to whisper a special message.
1 second, I'm on a phone call.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, Neil, you get it then.
All right.
Yeah, that did not come across at all.
Okay. Try something else. Things feed the soil, even you. Did that come across better?
A little.
The word that he meant that missed was all.
All, yes. All things feed the soil, even you.
All things feed the soil, even you.
You can
All
float
things
too.
feed the soil, even you.
Hey,
No,
Billy, you
all
want
of
to come
them up-
down here? We all
No,
float
all of-
too.
Okay. I'm done. Nope.
Alright. So, Kai can feel a strong, and I mean strong, necromantic pull from this altar.
Oh, there seems to be some necromancy.
Can I also feel it as a partial life cleric?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, don't forget I'm dual
Right.
You're
you are.
dual wielding.
yeah, I'm
Dual
dual,
wielding
classes.
I'm dual wielding divinity and fey shit, so
And if you like, you can do investigation religion checks again. Woohoo!
you want me to touch you again?
When I think about
Not
me, I
in a
touch
DM there, my
myself.
love.
So,
I
think
say
I might
it that
have-
way purposefully.
I think I might have guidance of my own, actually.
Can you
I'll double check. I do. I have
Okay.
guidance.
Colin?
so
Then
you
you
can guide
should touch
yourself by
yourself.
touching yourself.
I touch myself. When I think
too.
about me, I touch myself. Oh.
I assume that you're using that on basically everybody.
Yeah.
Yay!
Because it's a cantrip.
Yeah. I just wanted to shoot it off. Okay, that sucks. Can I luck roll that first before I do my 1d4?
No, because that's not a one. I can't help save it.
No,
No
can
luck
I
points in
use
her
a
game.
luck point?
Oh,
She has luck, remember? The feet.
oh yeah, lucky feet. Then yeah.
Yeah, I do have lucky feet. Do I have? Is this a
I
character?
think you
I'm
do.
pretty sure most of my characters do. Let me
If you have a
Yeah,
check.
lucky
like-
feet, yes. Because my
I
game
think
doesn't
you
use
have
the
the
luck
lucky
point
feet.
system.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
me.
no,
Luck points.
no, I was talking about the lucky feet, but I forgot if I got it on this character or not. Hang on.
Also, you need to reroll that, hon, because
I'm trying.
it's a bit of stuff.
It didn't do the thing, so just fuck that. 24 plus 1d4.